you guys are gonna chill with us.
Yes, so you know what it is. Grab that drink. It's a day when Hi, I'm Sino.
Hi, I'm Kamo.
And together we are
SK.
Let's explore the city. Hi explorers! Welcome back to
Another video with SK.
Period.
So today, guys, we are introducing a new
segment, something.
yeah, a new something to our channel, right?
Yes.
So what we're gonna call this is Chill with SK.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have topics. We're just gonna chill, have food. It's not a mukbang, or maybe it is. I don't know what you call it, but we're just gonna chill together and eat, and then you guys are gonna chill with us.
Yes. So you know what it is. Grab that drink. It's a day when
make food also, because you might be hungry. You
exactly.
know, when you see food, must.
So
today we're having KFC,
the one and only,
with Cokes.
Of course, ngiqalile mina because nyoriwe.
And okay, so what we're having today is, so we're having, guys, you know, KFC really did a number when they did the meal boxes. Like, you know, that box that has everything, like you don't know where to start.
Guys.
Like, you don't know where to start. So we have the All-Stars. We have the All-Stars dunked box, right?
Period.
So, okay, this is yours.
Thank you, friend.
And then this is mine.
Oh, this looks so good.
So they have a burger. They have a dunk burger.
Oh, drumstick.
I will.
Oh, so
okay, I'll give you. So they have a dunk burger. It has a dunk burger. It has fries. It have a piece of chicken and 2 dunked wings.
Period. This is actually. Ooh, I'm already full just by looking at it, but
also it comes out with a Coke, right? And this is for, let me see. So with the bottle Coke, it's 80 rand, 79 rand, 90. But with this one, it's 89 rand, 90. Yeah, with the bottled Coke.
Period.
Why like not extra for bottle?
Nagana. Kana go se patele drink got 80 rand. Topic leyo.
Yo, sana.
Let us say grace quickly.
Okay.
Lord, please bless our food and keep us good. Amen. Thank you, God, for providing us this food. Please bless the hands that made the food, and may we enjoy. In your precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Okay, so you can take that.
I usually got a drumstick.
Sorry, next time.
My man likes Itai, so everything reminds me of him.
Okay. So, let me open my Coke.
Thank you.
Guys, disclaimer, today we were shooting at Dragon City. So you guys should watch our next video. So our next video is gonna be on Dragon City. We're taking you guys to Dragon City. We're gonna show you what Dragon City has. Banyana Baka, the weaves that we have for y'all. Make sure, like, turn on that bell. What do you call it? The notification bell.
And even Lebato, who want to start businesses, maybe like your hair supply or even a clothing business.
Ooh, shit.
Sorry. These paper straws. At least in getting up.
At least.
We'll share this. And I don't even have tissue in the car.
Why is it doing this?
Really?
Fuck.
Physics,
Yo, sorry. Mr. Brits, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry.
Mr. Brits! When I catch you!
When I catch you!
I can clean it up after.
Okay. At least you get more. Yeah,
I even have serviettes in the car. So yeah, we were at Dragon City today. And for people who are also just looking to start business, excuse me, whether you're looking to buy hair, or
that's your place.
Or if you're looking to start a business, we got you guys. So that's our next video. Keep a lookout.
So make sure you watch that.
Subscribe, please.
Guys.
But on the real, guys, can we talk about how expensive everything is? Like, and you go happy with the price of things. Like,
everything costs money.
Literally.
Like, you just stepped out of the house and you have to pay just to be
Literally.
outdoors. Like, everything costs money.
Like, I'm telling you.
we have to, at some point, you're gonna have to pay for just staying in South Africa.
Sana.
At this point. At this point, because what's this?
Everything is expensive.
Yo.
And I feel like the sad thing is consumer products are always increasing in price. Mara imiholo yona. See?
The same.
See?
Anyways, on that topic, ne, I have talking about expensive things, right? So you know how like things are expensive and it's so hard. Like it's more hard for some people more than the others because like they're not working,
Yes.
right? Like they're unemployed. So I had a thought in mind, ne? Like how about companies, actually it should be a law, right? That companies have this thing that every time when they hire, like maybe 30% of the time that they hire, so let's say 30% of the time, let's say for every 3 people that they hire, one of those people, we should make it like about 30%, one of those people should be someone who is not currently working. You know how sometimes people move jobs, like they apply but they're already working. So how would it be if like, or maybe 50%, because our employment rate at this stage, it's like unemployment rate is like 56%, somewhere there. It's over 50%.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So
And mostly youth even.
And mostly youth. So to get people to be working, how about for every 1 in 2 people that apply, the company must only accept one of those people that the company accept must be someone who is not working currently. Because sometimes people move jobs. Like some people apply for jobs while they are already working. That makes sense.
You know what? I agree with you, Nim. But to a certain extent, we also need to look at it from a business point of view or perspective, because sometimes if you're running like a big company, like, you know, your very big companies, they do need people. Oh, you're saying cool people who are not working.
Yeah, so
But-
people are like at home currently.
But do they have skills? Because
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I was gonna talk about.
Yes, maybe they have worked before, but they're like currently not working.
That's that actually makes sense, because then people would jump. But you know, I don't know, because now does that mean then people who are not happy with their current place of work now must be last option because because that's the whole point of a job,
of like moving while you're already working.
maybe
because maybe you're not happy, or maybe
you want to
moving
increase your
salary,
Yes.
or relocating. I get that, but let's balance.
I get you.
Already when you're sebenza, okay, I get that you want more salary, but already when you're sebenza, so let's balance. Someone
I get you.
Someone has 0 while you have something. I know you have more, but for the economy, let's balance. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I get you.
It's not fair, but it could work.
Yeah, life is not fair in all honesty, but it just, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Kore. It sucks that when you're really down, you still get kicked in the bum when you're really down. So that means that you're really at home without a job, and then now you're not getting preference, maybe because for whatever reason, abe ukhona umntu that they're choosing who already has
who
the job.
is already working.
No, I get you. You know, there are companies who actually do that. They prefer people who are not working.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't
think.
know.
But I think it's gonna go back to what I was saying. It's mostly smaller companies.
Because also, like, when you're getting someone who's already at home, you don't pay them much because you don't have a salary to compete with, right?
Yeah, and even they don't have to serve notice and all of that, because I need to with bigger companies or most companies in general, you need to serve notice. So with the smaller companies, they can just mix and match as they want.
And sometimes companies want someone like immediately, so they can't afford to have someone who has to still serve notice.
But I get you.
So anyone from the government, if you are watching, food for thought.
Sana. Henye into leyo. People getting me cover, get money taxpayers, like because they're working. Yo, you know what? You know, the thing is with these conversations or these topics, they're hard to have because to a certain extent you feel like you're offending people, because I know people who are government, they didn't ask for the benefits that they're getting.
But it's not always benefits. Like I don't have the files, guys. Allegedly, kutile bari, yo, like I heard someone say that. So allegedly. So it's not always benefits. But they have so many benefits. You know, like those people have so many benefits. Like, it's wild. Yo. Like on top of the salary that you have.
Government.
Yo, especially the MPs. Like, yo, guys.
Government, like GNU. Guys, please tell us how do you feel about GNU? Please comment down. Please comment in the comment section down below and tell us how do you feel. I mean, I don't think we want to dive into the topic right now because you know,
you can go in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Go deeper.
Go deeper. I don't think we have like sound information on those things, because another thing, I don't want to be an open mouth on the internet with half facts. Like, I never want to be that person.
Yeah.
But from a general point of view, I just think that GNU is one-sided. I'm not gonna specify on whose side is. It's just one-sided, and it's gonna be a very interesting 5 years. Like, it's gonna be very, very interesting. The other day I was watching Carte Blanche, right?
Okay.
Do you
actually, I don't know what Carte Blanche is, but like in the past, ever since I started watching that show on Showmax.
Carte Blanche.
Yeah.
Carte Blanche.
Like everyone is talking about it, and I'm like, and then the other time I heard someone, I think Tando, I heard Tando talk about it on radio, and I was like, what is this? What's this Carte Blanche thing? Okay, so I think I'm gonna start watching or reading. And is it a website? Is it something that you watch?
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
It's a YouTube channel where they cover the craziest stories that happen in South Africa or craziest events that happen.
I'll check it out.
It's very informative, and what I like about them is that I'm not gonna lie and say they always, because I mean, we never know, we are human at the end of the day, but most times they have their facts straight, like so it's pretty interesting. Okay, I was still saying that I was watching the Carte Blanche episode. What's that place? Oriana.
Is it Orania?
Orania.
Okay. Where like only white people stay there,
yes.
Right?
And I'm not gonna dive too deep into this thing because it's a pinkaling into. But
these wings are hot.
What a vinegar, guys, my friend would like ama wings give vinegar.
Yeah, like balancer. I don't know how, but
they are hot wings for a reason.
But
why are you trying to neutralize them?
Yeah, neutralizer. That's the way you separate again. If you're watching this,
catch you.
Sorry, Baba. Yeah.
I was still saying. So this one gentleman, how do you guys? Okay, I can't remember what the exact question was, but I think it was along the. No, it wasn't Carte Blanche. It was this other guy, Joshua or something. Sorry, it wasn't a Carte Blanche episode. Was that there's this Joshua guy who does like documentaries. And bayambuza bana, how do you feel about how people perceive Orania? Is that how you say it? Orania?
Orania, yeah.
This guy goes and says, yeah, but if you go to Durban, it's mostly black people. And I'm just like, where are you? Like, are you not in Africa? What were you expecting? Like, guys, have it for your own. Someone else said it's for cultural purposes. No. Then you can start understanding. People just want to have their own culture there. But that comment, you go to Durban and there's black people. Guys, are we not 90% African people in this country? What else were you expecting? Like, what else were you expecting? Like, that upset me so much. Because,
and also, like, even in KZN, like, yes, there's like mostly black people actually everywhere. We can't deny that fact, guys. Everywhere in South Africa there's mostly black people because
we're in Africa.
We are overpopulated. No, not overpopulated, sorry, that's the wrong word, but like the population we're dominating.
Yes.
Sorry, Mrs. Kumar. We are dominating, right? Guys, I'm tired, I had a long day. Anyways, we are dominating, right? So okay, what I wanted to say is, even in KZN, you get that there's more black people, but you do find white people, you find Indians, you find everyone. But then you go to Orania and it's literally just white people. And I've never been there, obviously. I'm black. I've never been there, right? But I've heard how apparently even the helpers there and even like the people who do garden are like white. I'm not saying that should be doing those kind of jobs, but you know how in most cases we are, or our people are mostly the ones who are doing those kind of jobs. But
exactly,
even local Arania, like, you can't even find one black helper. Like,
the way about segregating a corner, like they literally just isolated themselves from everyone. And also, like, why? I'm sorry, why is it? I don't know if the government should be doing anything about it. I actually don't know. In Orania, guys, that's like what can be done. But the problem is, apparently, like, when you go in there, you're gonna feel the racism. You know, like, you're gonna feel the racism as a black person. I don't know if they forcefully remove you, but at the end, like, because you're gonna feel it. And is it okay? Is it actually okay to at a place because you're feeling the tension and the racism in South Africa in 2024? Is it okay? 30 years post
that you wanna stay somewhere,
apartheid,
but you can't stay there because there's racism and we feel like is it okay?
It's not. And you know what upsets me the most is the fact that, guys, we are black and white people. Actually, I'm not even gonna try and sugarcoat it, but white people make up a small minority in South Africa and still somehow have such power. So with asking about the land, how the South African government, apparently it's privately owned, so someone bought that land. But it's huge because it's a whole town.
Exactly, it's a whole town.
And they even planning on building their own city, I think, because they really have their own schools, their own bank.
It's a whole town.
It's literally a whole town. And they plan to build cities and all of that, right? Fine. My thing is, I'm not against that. But one, why are they still upholding the apartheid leaders? The apartheid, I don't know how to say it, but they basically still have statues of people who were like leaders in apartheid. So you see, that means they're gonna teach their children about those things. I understand history and what, but racism, it's the same thing. Racism is taught. No one is born with racism.
Yeah, that's true. So I totally agree.
Yes. So now
agree with that.
The thing of racism, or why some white people, because it's not all of them, some white people seeing Africans as a minority or down, like
inferior.
Yes, inferior. Thank you. And now they're even raising their kids that way. So we'll never get away with this. And guys, once again, if the government wanted to handle this thing, it would have been handled a long time ago. Because, like I'm saying, these people make up a small minority of South Africa, but they're allowed to do things like this.
Yeah.
It's crazy. and they're teaching their children how to be racist. They were actually talking about this on radio the other day. I think it was Metro. There was another racist incident each year in, year out. Guys, 30 years after democracy, but we're still
at school, right?
Like, I mean, into democracy, and we're still battling with these things. Why?
In
Government corner.
In South Africa, our land.
Why? Like, I don't get it. Yeah, but so it shows these kids are taught these things.
They are.
They taught these things.
They really are.
And it's never gonna end. It's gonna be a cycle that keeps going on and on and on.
Because those kids that are being taught this are gonna teach their children, and then so might never end.
Places like Orania, for me, I'm so sorry, but they are anti-democracy or anti-New South Africa. Because if you wanna, why don't you go back to Dutch?
I could say
Well, go back to Europe. I mean, but the point I'm trying to make is, if you are so unhappy in a place, you want to stay here so bad that you guys go and buy hectares and hectares of land just to isolate yourselves. And then the way you justify it is that, yeah, but in South Africa, which is a majority black country, because people can do it in other cities, like.
But that gives it an example. That
I was such a. It made me so upset. I don't know lie. It made me so upset. The person who spoke about culture, I understand. Because racist, but now when you start saying, oh, but black people can do it, why can't we do it?
But even like when it comes to culture, yes, we associate KZN with Zulu people. We associate it with the Zulu culture. But I can go there and be freely Soto. And I can go there and be Soto freely, and no one is gonna do anything to me. No one is gonna make me feel like I'm not home.
You don't belong there. Yeah, but yeah, this is our teen. But yeah, like I said, this is a topic that can go on and on and
especially
on.
The GNU one.
Yeah.
I actually have a question. I actually haven't followed much on the GNU, right? I followed during the following up to the votings, and then after that I bid. But then I was like, yo, this thing, like,
I'm just like,
politics, I could say it's
how politics also
because those things can literally give you heartache. Like, they make you realize how unfair our country is, like how far back we still are. Like, yo, it's just realization after realization after realization. No man, that ends like no man. Like, we are so far. Like, mentally we are far, financially we are far. Like,
we still have a long way to go.
We still have a long way to go. Anyways, so my question is, did you guys notice how after the GNU thing started, how it was so complicated? Like, the ANC literally didn't know who to go with. Like, they wanted to go with the DA, they wanted to go with the MK, but the MK had so many things that they wanted, that it was actually difficult to. Was it the EFF? No, it was the MK.
They had high demands.
They had high demands.
Because I remember the coalition was supposed to be either DA and IFP or EFF.
It actually wasn't the MK. It was the DA that had high demands. Because they wanted to be ministers and deputy ministers everywhere. Like, they just wanted to fill 80% of the seats. Okay, it's not 80%, but it was a lot. And I'm like, okay, my question is, if you knew how things were gonna turn out like this, guys, would you rather vote for the ANC and avoid the GNU happening? Like, would you be fine just continue with the ANC and just let things continue as they were?
Yo, that's I mean, for me, but please let us know in the comment section below, and let us know how you would have voted if we had like a premonition. Is that what it's called?
Preview of what's gonna happen.
Yes, yeah. Now, for me personally, I wouldn't have voted otherwise. I would have kept my vote as was, and my vote is not a secret. I voted for. But I would have kept my vote as is. But I don't know if you saw. I actually posted this. I don't know if it was on my close friends or my public IG. But like just before the elections, a lot of people don't know who to vote for. We know who we don't want to vote for, but we don't know who to vote for.
Yeah, when I this year corner, like we really didn't know. Hey? Like even the oldies, well, not yeah, they will know until they go to the grave. Those ones who are but like I'm saying, like even people in the 40s, like even they didn't know this year. You know, usually the people who are confused is like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 because we're still new in this voting thing, you know. So it's like, what's going on? Okay, so what do we look at? Even people who've been voting, like even people who voted 6 times, this time didn't know. Okay, this time around, who are we voting for?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We all didn't know who to vote for. And then once again, we all know those votes were rigged. I don't care what anyone says. Like I don't care a damn what anyone says. Those votes were rigged.
I actually believe they were not.
I know.
Okay, what makes you think they were rigged?
Well, firstly, there were actually actual videos that were showing.
Okay, but those videos, guys, everyone's vote matters. Ne? Yo. Okay, this is gonna be controversial for real. For fucking real. Okay. Everyone's vote matters, right? Everyone's vote matters, ne? But in a country and only over 60 million people, if we lose 1,000 votes, do you think they're gonna make that much of a difference?
It depends how many people actually came out to vote. Because also, remember there's a thing, I guess there's the registrations. How many people registered to vote? Like 27 million.
Yeah.
And how many people voted? Not even half of that. And because, okay. I don't know how many people voted.
I actually think a lot of people voted, okay.
But it was not the 27 million.
Yeah, it's not everyone.
And there are people who were actually at voting stations by MMO until 10 and they still didn't vote.
Because some stations ran out of voting paper.
And you wanted to, and if you look at it, it was mostly areas that were student dominated. I remember UP had a problem. I think there was a problem at VETS as well, where students couldn't vote. Why? Because they knew who students are gonna vote for.
Okay. Now that you mention it like this, now that you talk about it like this, I think we can actually agree that there's a different form of rigging votes or rigging votes, right? It's like not actually losing them, but making sure that they don't happen. So in that instance, it would make sense because the government, which at that time was the ANC, knew with this youth, you know, with this youth, we know this youth is not going to vote for us. So we can make sure there's a shortage of voting papers at those stations. Okay, so that would make sense. So if you say it like that, then I would believe that they were rigged.
They were rigged.
Okay.
Even those videos that surfaced, when numbers were changed, numbers.
Oh yeah, I also saw those.
When numbers at DA's new CEO.
I also saw those. Okay, sorry guys, I agree. The votes were rigged.
You know what upsets me the most about people, maybe myself included, I'm not gonna act special. Okuti, we are all so big mouthed as phoning and all of that, but it's time for action. I'm telling you guys right now, if not next week we are striking against the government.
Okay, I
20 people only come out.
Okay, I wanna go against that or go against you again, sorry. But I can also back this one up, ne? Guys, I feel like people who are on social media tend to forget that not everyone is on social media.
Yes.
And we don't take into consideration the number of people who are on social media. For example, let's look at Twitter alone. We don't take into consideration that as much as South Africa has 16 million numbers of people, right? Not even 30 million, so not even half of that population is on Twitter, right? So maybe let's say 2 million or 5 million, ne? I'm making an estimation. So even if the whole of that 5 million is agreeing, okay, EFF is still not gonna win because 55 million did not agree with us. They were not there. We might like we think that everyone was saying we're gonna do this, but not everyone is there. If that makes sense.
No, I hear you. Happen at the end of the day, to be honest. Want my estimates. Like, we can't plan a strike on a random Tuesday. People actually have jobs, so there's also that. But I think more than anything, we are a generation ela.
Yeah, no, yeah,
like in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's time for action.
Besides backing my point up, I also agree with her. Yeah, I think I also do that, whereby on the phone I'd be like, yo, this, that, but when it's time for action.
And like I said, myself included, Shem, because
yeah,
a lot of people have a lot of things to lose. And we need to put such things into consideration.
Yeah,
I mean, being an African in this country is already so hard. So to a certain extent, I mean, I could say I understand, but let's not fool each other. That's all I'm saying. If there's going to be a strike and also Puma, you trying to chest, but hey guys, my commitments. Don't.
And how screaming, I set an alarm.
Imagine.
After screaming on social media, like, let's do this, guys. Tomorrow at 7 a.m. we're there. That time I know where I'll be tomorrow at 7 a.m. I know exactly where I'll be.
So Jay, let's let's stop lying to each other. But I feel like I have faith in our generation. At least we
but guys, I'm also, do you have lights?
That's odd.
Because I think it's getting dark. Yes. We are back. Anyways, what was I saying? What was I? I was gonna say that so far I'm actually a bit, or to some extent, actually happy with the GNU, right? Because I'm actually seeing change with the change that we're, because to be honest, the GNU already is change. Not having NC run alone already is change.
Yeah, it's change, right?
And I'm a bit like maybe 10%, 15. Let me not lie. I'm like 30% ish happy with the change that I'm seeing. Like, I'm happy that we have a new Minister of Education, and she is young and she is black. Okay, period. Not that she's black, but she's young. I'm happy that she's young because I feel like Njim Saha, guys, is old, and she, like, when last was she in school? Does she know the actual problems that we deal with in schools? Like, that she may know, but I feel like some things you must have an experience of it, and Yana, she has an experience of Bantu education. This woman, I don't know when she studied, but she probably has, like, also relate, man, you know, like, because she's young, so she will understand children better.
They need to adapt well according to generations, because we're not the same as the Bantu generation, for instance.
Exactly.
So, it was a good move.
It was a good, and even this thing now with this new Minister of Correctional Services, I don't know what's happening, but I heard that there's a jail in Joburg that was raided.
Can I tell you what happened with that? Apparently, it's because another inmate in Cape Town, I think, prison in Cape Town, was a video. And
that was under the NC, right? Guys, have you ever seen a jail being raided by NC? Like, when NC was running alone, have you ever heard somewhere, maybe NC raid, like during the NC time, that a jail is being raided?
You're right. And they knew what was happening in jails.
They know.
There's no way they don't know what's happening in jails. They know exactly what's happening. And now but our best about torture. So they know exactly what's happening. And my thing is, okay, I lost my train of thoughts. Sorry.
But anyways, I'm happy with the change, guys, and I'm happy that jails are. I also read somewhere there, someone saying that these people were actually told that the raid is gonna happen, but they actually found so many things, guys. So I'm like, even if they were told, or maybe some people got hints, but at least they did something. Something was done, and they found they found phones, they found a lot of things that
the PlayStation.
Guys,
What?
I am free and I don't even have a PlayStation.
My dear.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy with the little change that we're seeing, and hopefully it will get better as time goes.
And more than anything, we want consistency. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be a hater, but I am not buying it. Because I just feel, at least not yet.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's probably because of that video that surfaced, and they were like, no, we're going to show them, we're not going to let these things.
Makes sense. But how long are you going to keep
How long is it going to keep up? Every week or monthly?
Or every 2 weeks or a month?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, keep up with the things and show us that you're doing them. Because if you're going to do just one raid just to shut us up, what's the point? The thing with they know good human beings are so easy to, you just do something once and they're like, yeah. And then they forget about it.
Makes sense.
And then that's it. It's
and
done.
we have so many jails, so it can't happen once. They have to raid all of them. And obviously it has to be unexpected.
Exactly.
Yeah, it has to be like no one should know. Like literally no one should know that it's going to happen.
That's when you are fixing the country then. You are fixing the country. Not once off searches.
Because now Vele, they're still excited. Kufana with that guy on Twitter, he's so excited.
Ma?
I'm not gonna say he is so excited. Yeah.
Gated.
Yeah, like excited. Okay. I wanna see how long this excitement. I hope this excitement lasts for 5 years. Like he's doing the work. He better be consistent, eh?
Ma, he is doing the work. Ma, get that clever. That's the thing. Because do you see that video in parliament?
No.
He is there busy acting smart, at misinformation. But making a lining very fast.
That sounds like I feel like he's actually excited because before he
is
like he's attending to problems, but is he reading about the problems or like getting information on the problems before he attend? I feel like he's jumping on problems like this without like knowing the source, like having all the information before jumping on the problem. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense.
100%.
Yeah.
I feel what then. Like Kamo was saying, is even going to keep it up for 5 years.
Yeah.
Because that's what we really want. We don't care what you're doing now. Like, we want to know what's going to happen in 3 years' time.
Yeah.
Are we still going to be...
We still want to see it in 2027.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, like, we want to see, okay, when's umsebenzi wakhe. How, you must just make sure people are set. Because your job is to serve South Africans well.
Yeah.
Even with all those monies that you're getting, you are actually in place to serve South Africans, not to be a big boy.
I'm trying to get lighting because it's getting dark. Sorry, guys.
No.
Yeah.
Is it fine now?
I think it's...
You know? But long story short, please, man. Please.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so,
Gated, I was pretty excited about Gated, I'm not gonna lie, because I was just like, this is someone...
You're as excited as he is.
Literally. I was so excited. Even hearing his story, and he nearly got killed because he wanted to expose corruption.
Yeah.
I was just like, now we're on the move. But
and that's a nice thing, like this thing of giving people who come from jail a chance. That's actually a topic that we can have next time, because it gives people hope.
Let me tell you something, what they're really doing. So sorry to burst your bubble, but what they're really doing is because they know they can't control these gangsters, where they can control them. That's simply it. Guys, life is not what it is.
I don't get it.
It's the same as Limapodisa.
Yeah.
Most of them, maybe criminal guy. And they started working with the cops. That's literally it. It's a way of people in higher places to put them in place and have control over them, because they know they can't control them when they're in the streets.
Guys, is the hope for this world. Not even country. Is the hope for this world.
It's the whole world.
Yeah, like
Donald Trump. They're literally building a whole building for Donald Trump in Dubai. But we all know he used to abuse abantwana abancinci.
Yeah.
Like, and he doesn't have a good record, but somehow fight. Fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a dark world.
Yeah, guys. Yo.
It's a very dark world.
And at some point, I want to have hope, but sometimes it's so hard to have hope.
When it comes to government, don't be delulu.
That's why I like it to the motor.
Honestly, like yeah,
and the sad thing, guys, is that we actually do have to be informed on these things. It's actually not a good thing, or personality behavior. I don't know. It's not a good thing to be ignorant or to choose to ignore. But they are so like this one is a claw.
But the thing is, sometimes we know there's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
My room, no one even.
Well.
Period.
Thing is, I didn't say.
Hey, yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, sometimes you really do feel like, what can I do?
Yeah. There's literally nothing we can do. All we can do is just do this, which is rant about them. But in reality, the people who can do things are probably being paid not to do anything or
But
whatever.
I feel like sometimes, like, guys, I feel like sometimes social media or having things out in the open like this does help. Like, for example, look at the coincidence that happened with Thabo Bester. If that didn't happen, if that person did not take that picture, so maybe 10% of the things that we do talk about actually do help. Like, talking about it helps.
Sana.
Yo!
Sana. Yo.
Today, soft.
And apparently that picture was actually taken even a year before it got exposed.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he didn't make someone happy. That person was like,
because apparently what happened was the person who took that video, it's not a video, it's a picture. No? Apparently the person who took that picture is a friend of someone who was, is it molested? But not raped, but like by Thabo Bester, So she actually took a picture to say, Chomi, is this not? That's how it happened. So she just sent it to the friend, and then I don't know from there how it actually got on the internet.
That's
but
crazy.
If that friend didn't think, let me ask my friend, is this not that person? If it didn't happen,
no.
And again, guys, I looked at that picture and I was like, who
Sana. And he was just casually shopping in Woolies. Like, just casually.
Guys, it's actually dangerous out here. That someone like that is free.
Sana.
It's actually dangerous out here.
Sana.
No ways.
Sana.
And then the fact that it's actually dangerous out here, guys.
And how was he getting all that money also? Because this guy was a fucking millionaire.
In jail. Once again, guys, I have Wi-Fi. I always have internet.
Criminals.
Data. Data every day. What's data?
Now gonna have a happy birthday.
And the people who were singing happy birthday for him and you knew who he was, you should be embarrassed of
Are you
yourself.
not embarrassed?
Are you not embarrassed?
That's
of
very
yourself?
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Because what?
But he actually, I feel like that guy is smart because he played a lot of people. Hey,
he is.
Guys, one thing I'm gonna give that guy is that like he uses 90% of his brain. One thing about him.
Yep.
One thing about him.
I'm not less than 10%. They're not up there.
Maybe that's why we're not making money.
How the hell did that guy do that? Like, in all honesty, how the hell did he do that?
Yo.
Because he also comes from humble beginnings, right? So, not that people who come from humble beginnings can make something out of themselves. What I'm just saying is that it's not like he was doing anything legal. Because if McTowens isn't just illegal, it would be understandable. But everything of his was illegal.
It was illegal.
And shady as...
He's a scammer. That guy is a scammer. Because to be able to do it on the internet, when you're at home, you have to be a scammer. And you also have to have people working with you from the outside, like Unandipa. Now, Unandipa, I hope you're embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. My sister, you know how many women looked up to that woman?
Yo. And now I didn't know her until I didn't know her until she trended.
But I knew her because
she had a huge following.
She did. I knew her because one of these Instagram girlies I used to follow used to go to her for the aesthetics, what for skin.
Because he does facials, like, yeah. And Naya, she's smart because
she's a doctor.
She's an old medical doctor.
Guys.
She did that shit. And then she's gonna ruin it just like this.
May that level of greed never locate me. Like, ever. No, she said, anything for my man.
For my man. I actually, I don't know, guys, but I actually feel like Nandipa was very much, maybe Orata Cheletene. I agree with the fact that she did this because she likes money, she's greedy, what. But a part of me feels like Nandipa is really in love with this man.
Have you seen how she looks at him?
Yo, I feel like he is her first love. Like, yeah.
She was married with children. Nandipa!
My sister!
My
sister!
Yeah! And so Yiki's done in a shame.
Yeah.
She was a goner.
She was a gone girl. Gone more than all of you. No one has ever been gone like Nandipa, guys. Yo. No one has ever been gone like Nandipa.
Yo. With the criminal, mind you.
To the moon and back. For this man. But guys, I think that's it for today. It's getting really late, and I think we apologize for the lighting. We started shooting late because we started at Dragon City. But we hope you enjoy chilling with us today, eating with us. Okay, let us rate the food, guys. I love it. One thing about me, KFC, guys.
KFC has my heart.
Yo, guys, Nakija KFC even on payday. That's how much I love KFC. Like, any day is KFC day for me, son.
Always.
I could eat KFC every day if I could.
No, trust me, same. Same.
KFC,
guys. Cheap girlfriend. Buy me KFC and I'm happy.
Just buy me KFC.
Yo.
Just buy me KFC. Let's try guys too.
In fact, that's my fave. But yeah, this was so good. 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, but it's like it's worth the money. It's worth the money, guys.
As expensive food is, I share you, it's worth the money.
But yeah, thank you for chilling with us. Thank you for chilling with SK.
Thank you so much, guys.
We hope we will see you guys on our next Chill with SK video. Tell us what you think about this segment, actually, since it's new.
Yes.
And it's like, yeah, chilling with us for the first time. Tell us if you want us to continue. Well, whether you like it or not, we're gonna continue.
We'll continue anyways.
But yeah, just tell us how you feel about it.
Yeah. And also, please let us know what topics you guys would like us
to talk about.
We're
just chilling, we're just chilling and just having a chat. Let's just chat and eat.
Serious but chat. You know those.
Like what we have today.
Yeah,
just like it shouldn't always be about girlfriends. I like girlfriends and boyfriends. Sometimes, but it shouldn't always be about them.
Madam Jola has to be a topic at some point.
At some point.
Hi, Jonga.
Topic. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.
We love you guys so much.
Love you guys loads.
Mwah.